Hello, this is a devlog for a iPhone game I've been working on. Specifically, I'm going to show the matchmaking system I've been working on. The matchmaking is actually the majority of the game. The game itself is a simple match 3 in a row puzzle type game, but I'm making it so that you can play against somebody else, and you try and get a competitive score each time you play the puzzle, and win 3 rounds against another player. In any case, I've created a new player here. This is what their menu would look like if they just had started the game after they played a tutorial. And here it's going to begin to fill up with games that we're going to play. But for now, there's nothing here. All you can do is start a new game. Ideally, when I'm done, you'll be able to challenge friends on Facebook or even have an in-games friends list. But for now, the only option is here on the right, which is to start playing the game against somebody random. When you play against somebody random, you end up just playing the game alone. And after the fact, after you've finished playing a round, it will find you an opponent. For the sake of this video, I made the game 5 seconds long because mostly what I'm showing here is the matchmaking system. And if I played a full game of a minute, this would become a very long video because I can play many games. So here we have the first round finished. I'm some guy named Thomas, apparently. And all you can do now is you've played your first round, and it's looking for an opponent. What this has done is it's put it on the server, and next person who plays the game will play against me, or will play against Thomas here. So this little hacks button here in the bottom just lets me switch. Basically changes who this iPhone is playing as. So I'm going to go change myself to another player, and we're going to give Thomas somebody to play against. So here I am, somebody else now. We'll see who. We're going to go play against a random opponent. I know already, just because we've just did it, that we're going to get matched against Thomas here. So I play a game, let the clock run out for 5 seconds, finish the game, and then it looks like we're being match-made against somebody. So we'll see here, it's actually already filled out that our game is against Thomas, and if we go over to Thomas, we'll see their game is against Alex. So let's just open a few new games here. Even 5 seconds is pretty long. So here we have now one of the players has one game logged against the other. Alex has a game against Thomas and vice versa. And it looks like Alex here is looking for another game. So we'll go over to Thomas's screen and we'll accept that other game. Or we'll look for another game too and we'll just get match made. It's a first come, first served basis for the matches. And it'll just keep connecting people. There's no sense of like skill or anything like that. It doesn't try and find someone who's the same skill as you. It just finds you first available person. So here we have a few games now. Each player now has one game which is their own turn and one game which is the other person's turn. So we'll go ahead and play through one full game. So here we can now see the other person's score. We can start here. It'll show us their score. Wasn't even close. We can go ahead and play the next round. After we make it 3 rounds deep for both players, it'll assign a winner. It's just best of 3 will win. So here we have Alex has played his round 2. We'll go over to I'm not even sure which screen to be on because they've both got identical things on them at this point. We'll just keep switching screens and playing a game until it finishes. In any case, while I do this, I can talk a little bit more about what the game's going to be like when it's finished. There's some room down here at the bottom, you've probably noticed, of the puzzly part of the game. There's going to be some abilities you can use, some things to boost your score, change the color of pieces. And also when you are starting a new game, it's going to use some sort of concept of like turns or limited turns so that you can only play a certain number of games per day. This is mostly just keep the server bills reasonable and have some sort of option to monetize the game if it does actually get popular. Okay, so it looks like I've played a few, and now when Thomas plays his next game, that will be the completion of one full match. So let's see. Am I Thomas now? I guess if I see Thomas's name, I'm probably the other player because it shows you the opponent's name. So this is going to be the final match for this particular game. So we'll do one little move here. Maybe we'll do a second move. And now this should be the finale. So at the end, it counts up the score for both players. Ideally, I'd like to get some sounds for like the sound for the scroll for the numbers scrolling up, and some sort of sound when it finishes, so it's got a little more to it. But for now, it's just bare bones functional, and Alex wins this round. I can keep it in my menu, and it'll just stay here. Or after you play, 10 games, your menu starts to fill up here, and you get just a full screen of games. So you can dismiss the games you've already won. So you dismiss it, and it's gone from the menu now. And if I go over to Thomas, he'll have the same situation because the game's also done for him. So he can register that he's seen it, see who wins, and then he can keep it there or he can dismiss it. In any case, that's all I've made for now. I'm hoping to polish the game, add a lot of art, background art, menu art, and maybe even use this same sort of matchmaking system for a few small games I could try out. In any case, that's it. Thanks for watching.